Summer's flying by. I feel like I can't do anything to stop it. I feel like I had big plans for July and then I blinked and July was over. It's about to be August and I just have to accept it. I have to accept that July flew by. I'm gonna be honest, I am a little overwhelmed with this plan. There's like a little fly that I feel like keeps flying in front of the camera. And I can't catch it. It's like a little gnat. Love the summer, but hate the weird bugs that come out in the summer. I'm like, where did this come from? Welcome to the vlog. Welcome in. This isn't a vlog. God. I feel like I have to center myself. I'm not really in a plan with me mood right now. I don't know if maybe the camera's too close. Maybe I gotta back it up a little bit. This is the August plan with me. July flew by. And it probably started with me going on vacation on July 1st and not getting back till the 8th. And then I feel like when you get back from vacation, you're kind of like resetting. And then that next week, I was just like a little unwell. I was very sunburnt. I had my travel face rash that I get, which don't worry, I'm seeing a new dermatologist about it. We're figuring it out together. It's a whole thing. So I feel like that entire week went by. I remember I just had like the worst self-esteem that week, which I talked about a little in one of my vlogs because I had bug bites and I had sunburn and I had a face rash and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even leave my apartment. Then it was my birthday. Which was a really fun weekend. And then all of a sudden we were like in the 3rd week of July and now we're here. I have a lot of friends with birthdays in the summer, so I feel like pretty much every weekend is taken up to some extent by someone's birthday or an event or a party. I think that's kind of what makes it fly by, like it's on to the next. I had a lot of anxiety in July. I still am going through it a little bit. I had like a lot of health anxiety, which is something that I always have, but it just gets amplified sometimes. And I think the fact that I'm turned 26, I'm losing my health insurance, I am a self-employed person, so I have to buy my own health insurance, has been something that like I've been expecting for years, but it's like very overwhelming and expensive, and I think I just like wasn't really ready to deal with all of that. So I think that's kind of caused a lot of stress. And then I don't know, I've just been dealing a lot with being like kind of lonely. I feel like a lot of my friends in the summer have a lot of plans and places to go. People have beach houses and family nearby and people in town. My life is pretty much centered in the city. I don't have like a second place I go to in the summer. I don't have any family nearby. And so my life is really rooted within my friends and within my life in New York. And so I think I've been struggling as my first summer being a single person. So I've been dealing with this weird adjustment of like maybe wanting to make more friends or find more hobbies or trying to not place all my eggs in one basket. So I don't know. I think I've just been very reflective on all of that recently. But July was a fine month. It was a good month. I had an amazing vacation. I had an amazing birthday. I have a lot to be grateful for. I initially wasn't gonna film this plan with me today. I was thinking of doing it in a few days because today is the 26th. So we're filming it a little early. There's 5 more days of the month left. August, I don't have any crazy plans. In the beginning of the month, I'm going on a short trip with my family. I'm gonna visit my grandpa. But other than that, I have nothing except for my friends' birthdays that's really standing out to me. I don't really have much to say about August. I like the month of August. I think it's a fun month. So if you're new here, I plan everything using Notion. And if you don't know what Notion is, it is an online platform that is kind of like a bullet journal of sorts. You can really customize it to be whatever you want. And I have been using it since September of 2021. Grab your drink of choice. Mine is water because I'm filming this at 6 p.m. And let's do some planning. Welcome to my Notion. A few months ago, I made a new template and my old template just wasn't really working for me anymore, so I tried to make a newer, simpler, easier template. It's a little different than it was last month. I took off some pages, I added some pages. It's still a work in progress. I'm still trying to decide when I want to make this template live. I just feel like it's not good enough to release to everybody yet. I had a habit tracker page that I kept saying I was gonna do, and I just realized I never realistically would use it on this Notion. So I took that off. I actually made a books page that I'm kind of working on. It's a work in progress. But for the most part, I have my core things on here. So let's jump into it and go to the first page, which is goals. Last month, I set 5 goals, and we're gonna see if I met those goals. I love this new goals page. I love that I can just look at all of my goals in the same place. Way better than my old goals page where you had to like click on a million things to get to different places. We're not starting off strong. My first goal was not miss an upload for YouTube, and I did. I unfortunately missed one upload while I was in Antigua. I was trying really hard to get my videos out there, but I just couldn't keep up, and I was on vacation, and I was getting really stressed about uploading a video that I still needed to finish editing, and I was like, you know what, it's not worth it. I literally never go on vacation. I'm just gonna take a break. So I unfortunately did not get that one done. Read 2 books. I'm gonna check this off. So I started the book Romantic Comedy like the last day of June. I finished it in July, so we're gonna count that for July. Good book. I wouldn't say it's the best book I've ever read, but I liked it. Like, I would recommend it. And then I'm currently reading the book Icebreaker. I saw it all over TikTok, and when I was at the bookstore a few weeks ago picking up books that I wanted to read, I saw it on display, and I was like, you know what, I'll pick it up. It's pretty good so far. I'll definitely finish it by the end of the month, so did that. Next was Sing Somewhere. I did sing a solo song in karaoke on my trip to Antigua, so I'm gonna count that. I know it was just karaoke and it wasn't like an actual performance, but I'll take it. You know, I'm working myself up. I'm working myself up to performing live again. Establish a good night routine. I like want to give myself like half a check for that because I kind of have done that, but at the same time, I am not consistent. And then fix my room. I remember last month I told you that I had a lot of changes I wanted to do to my apartment. And right now you're like, Alexis, everything's looking the same. But there's some big changes coming, and I'm currently working on it on the other side of my room right now, but the vlog won't come out for a few weeks. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing, but by the end of July, I will have fixed my room. It's currently in progress, so check that off. Long-term goals. I'm a broken record with this one, guys. I really am. I did absolutely none of it. So I won't add any new goals. It'll be a miracle if next month I accomplish a new long-term goal, but as for right now, and I want to justify it and be like, it's summer. Is summer really that different than any other month for me? Not really. So I'm really going to try my best to focus on these this month, but I feel like a dirty liar every time I say that because every month I come back to you and I say, didn't do it. I'm going to keep the read 2 books goal because I like what we have going there. Take advantage of the morning. I have not been taking advantage of my mornings. I've been starting my days way too late, and I love the morning. I love the summer because the sun rises so early, and I love that you can go outside at 6:30 in the morning and it's super bright and nice and beautiful, and I just don't take enough advantage of that. So I have to do that this August because the sun's gonna start rising later and setting earlier, and this is the prime. This is the prime of the daytime. I'm gonna say eat healthier. I don't even consider myself an unhealthy eater. Every single thing I eat in my apartment is generally very healthy, but I've been eating out a lot. I've been going out a lot and drinking a lot, and I think I just need to reel that in a little bit. Make food at home a little bit more instead of just making pasta. I've attempted to start trying to cook more. I don't know. I used to be, if you watch my vlogs from like 2 years ago, especially in my old apartment, I was constantly cooking myself the most delicious meals. They were so healthy. And I really lost that. I don't know, in the last like year, I have just gotten so lazy with taking care of myself and making food for myself. And maybe that's just because like I used to have the pressure of like my roommates cooking meals that I also wanted to cook meals. And sometimes I would like do stuff with them and we'd cook together. And now it's like because I'm by myself, it's just so exhausting to make stuff for myself every night. I don't want to do that. And so talking about me going out a lot, I'm going to say stick to a budget. Summer is a illness, you know? It's warm outside and you're like, who even cares how much money I make? I'm just gonna spend as much money as I physically can. Because when you see the sun outside and you see people sitting sipping margaritas, you immediately are like, well, I want to be sitting outside and sipping a margarita. And then one margarita turns into 3, and then you're hungry, so you buy dinner. And then you want ice cream. It's a whole ordeal. So I'm gonna try to be a little better with budgeting my money because I have been a bit out of control lately. I constantly am saying like, treat yourself, who cares? Which is like a good motto to have, but you can't have that motto all the time. And then my last goal is expand my social circle. Like I was saying, I have a lot of really great friends, but I feel like I just want to expand, make more friends, have more interests. I just feel like I want to expand my social circles so I have, I don't know, just more people in my life. I feel like there's nothing wrong with having more good friends. Now let's go to daily focus. This is where I track my daily gratitude and my to-do list. I did not check off anything I actually did today. And honestly, I had a lot more stuff on my to-do list, but I just didn't write it down. My monthly intention this month was to take more risks and advance my career. I literally didn't do that. And I like that. I like want to keep that. So we're just going to bold that. I don't even remember writing that down. Here's my daily gratitude. It's just little things I write down every day because I feel like it's good to remember what you're grateful for each day. Weekly reset. I have this split up into like productivity and then work-related tasks. So I have like a piece of furniture I need to build, another spoiler of what I'm doing to my room, and clean my apartment. I actually have done that. I have my upcoming events this week, so it's my friend's birthday. I'm going to see a show this week. Some work-related tasks. A lot of it is just editing and filming videos, and then I need to print new headshot and resumes for auditions at some point. But this is just to kind of keep everything in line for the week ahead. Monthly check-in. We can answer all the fun questions about how this month went. So the highlight of last month, I'm going to say, was Antigua. This month, I want to feel not alone. I'll be over the moon next month if I get a dream brand deal. Manifesting like a really good brand deal next month. One thing I will regret not doing this month is waking up early, and I will take care of myself by leaving my apartment more. I want to go on more walks. I want to be outside more. I spend a lot of time inside because I spend a lot of time at my computer. So this is pretty reflective. So what did I say for June? This month I want to feel secure with myself. I'm like, after I just talked about how insecure I felt this entire month. I'll be over the moon next month if I hit 50,000 subscribers. Yeah, we're sitting at almost 38, so didn't do that. But that was like crazy. I would have had to have a viral video. One thing I will regret not doing this month is taking a risk. I guess I've taken little risks here and there, but I can't like pinpoint one big risk I took. And I will take care of myself by having a good nighttime routine, which, like we talked about, I kind of did that. All right, content trackers, Instagram, tracking that growth. Let's see where I'm at. So I'm at 3,236 followers. Oh, and I finally started tracking my Instagram followers last August, which is very interesting. So last August I was at 1,500 and now I'm over 3,000. So I'm pretty sure about half of my followers right now are you guys, are people who have come from YouTube, and I'm so grateful that you guys follow me on Instagram. I try to post updates about my YouTube or questions about my YouTube over on my Instagram and kind of tie the two together. So I am very happy to have all of you there. Next is YouTube. Let's see where we're at. So I'm currently at 37,969. I'm at 322,000 watch time hours. And I'm at 2,717,000 views. Let's compare to last August. So last August I was at 8,762 subscribers. Now I'm at 37,000, so I'm almost 30,000 above what I was at last summer. I mean, I have over 2 million more views. I would say this is pretty good progress from last August. Monthly goals. Okay, so my goal was 38,000. I'm literally like 30 subscribers away from that, so I'm gonna say we met that. And then my view goal was 2,650,000. Yes, we were at 2,717,000. So yes, I met my goal. I'm glad I set a realistic goal for this month because I needed to win. New monthly goal for August. I'm gonna set the goal for 40,000. Fingers crossed we hit that. And then my view goal will make 2,850,000. And we'll check back next month and see if that is the case. You know what I'm gonna say about vlog and TikTok? We're not talking about them. Even though I'm still all over the place with TikTok. I just want to post like silly, funny things that like have nothing, like it's just like me. It's not like super strategic. I feel like I could have a good time posting some funny stuff on TikTok, but I just get so overwhelmed. Content calendar, this is where I plan on my content. I have things planned through mid-August right now. Yeah, you can see right here, the 7th is where I missed my upload. Audition login calendar, I added these pages in. I remember last Plan With Me, I was like, where are these pages? So my audition calendar, I write down when there's certain auditions, if it's a dance call, if it's a video call, and then like I have a list with the link on it so I can see all the information about it. It's very sparse right now, but there aren't many auditions going on right now, but this is a very helpful tool that I have started using again. And so same with my audition log. I have not updated anything since January because I kind of forgot I had it, but moving forward, every time I go on an audition, I will write down the audition, where it was, and then like kind of say what I wore, who was in the room, how I felt about it. And then lastly, under here, I have my books page. If you remember, I had a few pages I wanted to do down here. Right now we're just doing books, and it's very minimal. I don't know what I'm doing with this page, but right now I have like my books in my queue, what I'm currently reading, and what's complete. And I think this is like a nice little process, and then I can kind of review it and write like little reviews or synopsises or ratings of the book within these cards. This is a work in progress right here. So that's my Notion. I know my plan with me's are pretty short and sweet and to the point. I just feel like there's something worth doing. I don't know, I always go back and forth with my plan with me's being like, these aren't helpful, but it seems like a good amount of people do enjoy them, so I'm gonna keep doing them for the time being. Oh, that's good. My laptop case is completely cracked. So I'm hoping August I can kind of get back on it and get back into auditioning and get back into taking more dance classes. I've only been taking like one dance class a week, and I feel like there was a time where I was taking a ton. So I'm trying to get back into it. July was my vacation month. I'll give it to myself. There was a lot going on. I'm looking forward to August. I'm looking forward to what's to come. I'm looking forward to the growth of my channel. And thank you to everybody who has joined in the past few months, the past few weeks. I say this all the time, but I really am super grateful for this YouTube channel, and I'm very, very happy that you're here. So thank you so much for watching and planning your month with me. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.